Hey guys, it's Tom here again. We're going to talk about how to play Led Zeppelin's Communication Breakdown today. I've got the tab here on Ultimate Guitar. I'm on not the official one, but version 1. This has to do just with how the layered guitars are notated, how the chords are shown. I think this is a little more concise and easy to read than the main tab. Also, when we get down to the solo, the notation is just better in this one for a variety of reasons. So that's why we're using this version. And when we talk about communication breakdown, like the main body of the song, it's not even a very long song, but most of it is just a really simple, heavy riff. We've just got 9 eighth notes, followed by a D and an A and a D, and those are bar chords. And we want to have a good grip on those chords, but we don't have to get the little string to ring out. We're mainly hitting at the middle strings. And even, I think in the other guitar, let's just see. Yeah, the other guitar, almost the same thing, but on fewer strings. So, back to our main guitar here. We want to palm mute on that big E note, but then we take it away on those chords. This just goes on as the intro, and then as the verse, there's really no change to it. And then we get to the chorus. When we get to the chorus, we've got another bluesy kind of classic rock move here that we see a lot in the genre. We're doing the blues 6th chord shuffle. Oh yeah. So there, we're doing the shuffle palm muted, and then we got to jump to the 7th chord and take away the palm mute, give it a good smash. And then it jumps up to a B. There it is, finishing off there. So really what we've done with the progression so far is we've just gone through the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords in the key of E. The riff is on E, and the chorus goes on the 4 chord A to the 5 chord B. And then we resolve the blues, so to speak, by going back to the main riff. I guess guitar 1 looks like it does it here. Yeah. And then guitar 2 joins in. Oh yes, I remember what happens here. Guitar 1 becomes the riff guitar. We see we've got the power chords mostly back here. Here we see like a cut version of the A. But you could still fret the whole bar chord and still get it done. A good tip when we're making that D chord there as well is to use the tip of your finger, your pointer finger there, to bump out the big string so that it can't ring out. So if I strum at all 6 strings, the big string doesn't make a ringing sound, no ring out from the big string, and the little string is also blocked by my fingers kind of in the same way, and I can just smash at all those strings. That's important when we're playing a riff like this, because we don't want to be precious about it and try to be careful. You know, we want to be able to play with that aggression and energy that came with the original recording. So, guitar 1 becomes the main riff again, but what was guitar 2 doing in there? We're actually adding kind of a layer of rhythmic complexity here that, you know, we hear it in the song, but it's not the main guitar. And the main feature of this is a bar like this, and we see this repeated a few more times here, where we're doing accents on E, but on the upstrokes. And then here we even see it just going to plain old open notes instead of the chords for A, D, and E, or A, D, and A, I should say. So this guitar becomes more of a rhythmic layer, and then later on is the solo guitar. And later on might as well be now, because there are no other riffs to know in this song. We just want to take a look at what's happening in this guitar solo. So The solo itself it's in the E blues pentatonic kind of box there. It goes a little bit to the major side of it here for a few bars, and we step briefly down towards like a real E minor here, or a real D here I should say, but we basically stay in key, and then we have a climbing riff at the end where we're taking a maneuver up the strings, and that's something that we'll want to speed train. And we need a 22nd fret to play everything in this. We need to be on a Les Paul style fretboard there where the 22nd fret is available to us. And let's go back to the top here and try and speed train this solo. So I'm going to try and do one take at every speed, but we're going to start down at about 1/3 speed. So this is going to be pretty slow. As we know, the best way to get your muscle memory working is to give it slow, correct input. So playing and reading the solo at very slow speed is just laying the foundation to make it easier when we go fast. There we've got a slide feedback move that doesn't really work that great without being at high speed. So that was pretty doable all the way up until we got to that move that caught me a little bit off guard, and I kind of just lost my fretting right around here, couldn't find the 15th fret for a second. So obviously that's going to be the part of the solo that's a little trickier. I think maybe we're going to isolate that one and put it on repeat here. Just those bars, those 4 bars there. Let's repeat that at 1/3 speed. Oh yeah, and then it repeats. So that was even better just on 1 repeat. I was more prepared for it. Let's give it one more. Okay, I think that'll do it. Let's bring things up 10% or so, and let's run the whole solo again. A little quick note here, this 14th fret on the high string, really awkward to fret in there. I'm not even sure if it's there. I'm gonna try it a couple times, but I may just omit that note because I don't like it. Not too shabby. That felt pretty good at 43. Some of those moves sound a little more melodic, I think, once we start getting closer to at least half speed. Here we are, just past 50%. Let's try this solo again. So, there, I dropped a phrase right about here. I forgot this was coming. I forgot to do it in time. But still feeling okay about the speed in general. Another one I dropped here, I forgot we stop up here. Just had a brain cramp there at bar 80, kind of biffed it. But not really an issue of speed, I don't think. I'm kind of just getting ahead of myself as I play, so... Let's try this at 62, see how we're doing. That was rough. I didn't even play the right solo. Okay, I wonder, I think I missed that right there. Once again, I got into thinking about the move as I was driving, as I was playing along, and I must have missed it. Well, we're at 2/3 now. Let's take this difficult section here, and actually let's add on that bar so we have some repeat time. Let's train this one again at 2/3 speed. Okay, that funny repeat there. Just because of the screen zoom. So let's take this last bar back off. Keep it all in one screen. Here we go. Let's just do the old pause and return. Getting better. Getting there. Still a little bit imperfect right about there. I think I got the idea though, so let's go back. Continue our progress. 72 on the speed. Oh, and the start of the solo. Let's do that too. Here we go. Wrong spot on the fretboard. Sorry, gang. Not bad. That was a little tougher at 72. I'm starting to feel where the speed is going to set in as the main challenge here. Let's bring it to 80. 81. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Let's give that another go. Focus this time. I think I want another one at 80. I bet we can get past it, but we want to get past it right. Here we go. We're starting to get there in terms of the speed limit. Let's try 92. It's going to be tough. Ooh, that is really tough. Let's maybe bring it to about 88. Phase it up carefully. Not bad. I feel like I keep doing my own thing right about here. So let's study that, see where I'm going wrong. I got the... There we go. A couple more 19 bends. That's, I think, where I'm fiddling over it. It sounds fine, but it's not exactly that. Let's do 94. Wow. Okay. We might be starting to hit my speed limit on this one here, guys. Let's bring it back down to maybe 90. Give it the old college try. See if we can get past this one. Getting there. Let's take one crack at 100% and then we'll call it a day. Because guys, there's nothing left in this song after the solo, so we're kind of just filling time at this point. But let's see if we can hit it. Here we go. Not bad. So, guys, the rest of the song is just riff till we're done. I see a little bit more solo here going on, kind of as the song is fading out and coming to an end, but it is mixed in with riff. Let's take a quick play through that, see what it's like. Oh yeah. Oh, we're kind of even just running out of tab here at the end. Yeah, so that's just fade out stuff. I'm gonna leave it alone. So guys, that's my lesson on communication breakdown. Let's not have a communication breakdown between you and I. Tell me what you like about the video, what you don't like about the video, request songs, ask me for lessons, tell me how you're doing on your guitar journey, all that fun stuff. Talk to me. Bye for now.